Michael Kopech, he is currently pitching against the Giants.
Poorly.
Well, he's done pitching against the Giants. 3 innings, 7 hits allowed, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. Michael Kopech, stock up, stock down.
Down from where he was last year because he injured. He ended the year injured. Started this offseason injured. Didn't really do the throwing program and all the stuff that other people would do at the time. So he's ramping up right now. So stock down, but doesn't mean that I don't think he's going to have a phenomenal year. The thing I worry about, not the runs scored, not the runs given up, is the walks. That is his bugaboo. He needs to stop walking people, and I know it's more of a thing that he's not trying to walk people. He just doesn't have the command control of the pitches that he's trying to throw. So that's the thing I'll be looking forward to is his command and control inside the strike zone, because we know the stuff is good enough to play, but you can't be walking people and giving them free bags.
They've got guys like both Michael and both Lucas fall into that category of they're such good interviews and they share so much about what's going on with them that it almost works against them sometimes in the eyes of some folks. And what I'm about to say might be just a result of Michael being honest about dealing with some stuff. He's the one who's spoken up the most about having some issues with the pitch clock. He mentioned it kind of having almost a physical effect on him one of his first couple times out. I believe he got dinged for a violation today.
Yep.
So that'll be something worth watching. But again, it also might be nothing. It might just be, he was like, oh, well, hey, you're asking me about the pitch clock? Oh, yeah, I did feel a little different when I was out there. Maybe he doesn't share that and nobody's talking about this. But again, I would agree with you, Herb, down probably just because he didn't get to make those tweaks during the offseason. We found out when we got to spring training that he was maybe a skosh not behind schedule physically, but just behind schedule in terms of what his teammates had been doing. I still think he could have a very good year, but I think the questions loom largest for him than they do for any pitcher in the White Sox rotation. And that includes somebody we haven't talked about yet, Mike Clevenger.
Yeah, well, before we get to Clevenger, this is from James Fegan, too. Kopech sitting 91-94 with his heater. We saw his first game against the Angels, he was sitting 95, and now this is multiple times where we've seen him get down to 91, and that's when he got into issues last year. I had no choice but to say stock down. I don't know if he'll make 150 innings. That would be a huge issue for this White Sox rotation, and if he's going to continue to struggle with velocity as a starter, there has to be the question of, can he be a starter? I don't want to ask that. I hope he has great success because he is so sharing and he is so open and honest, and he is, a really easy person to root for. So I hope he has great success. His stuff is great, but it's about finding that stuff consistently, and I don't know if he can do that. He's a fantastic pitcher, and we saw what he can do in 60 to 70 innings in 2021. Dominant, but it's, can you do that over 150? And I don't know if he can, and I have a lot of concerns about that heading into the year. So we'll say stock down for Kopech.